Peter Thomas Fornatale here for the Breeders' Cup. We're going to have a little bit of fun in this video. We're going to look back at 5 of the most memorable Breeders' Cup performances at Del Mar so far, and we're also going to match it with 5 of the best tacos within a few mile radius of Del Mar, where we stand right now. Let's get to it. Our first stop on the taco tour is the taco stand, and just like you'll see, great trainers have multiple entrants in a Breeders' Cup race. We've got multiple tacos that are going to make our 5 great tacos near Del Mar list here, starting off with this Camarón taco from the taco stand. Really charming spot here in the center of Encinitas. This line out the door when they open kind of place, and just absolutely perfectly cooked shrimp to get things going. Del Mar Breeders' Cup best memories so far wise, we're going to start with Golden Pal and his performance here in 2021. The Golden Pal had won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile in 2020 at Keeneland, and then his 3-year-old season, I got to admit, had been a little bit up and down, a little bit of a disappointment. He traveled over to York for the Nunthorpe, disappointed there, came back and won easily enough at in the Woodford Stakes, I think it was, at Keeneland, but didn't post a great speed figure and only beat okay opposition. Coming to Del Mar, the question is, how good is he? Is he really as good as we thought he was at 2? The answer was a definitive yes. He put on an absolute show here, a dazzling display of speed at Del Mar. Good enough to land him on this top 5 memories so far list.
But it is Golden Pal, wire to wire in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
That's delicious. As promised, for our second taco, we're staying right here at the taco stand. That's how good it is. And people who really love this place will tell us we messed up by not including the Al Pastor, which also looks gorgeous. But we're going carne asada. This is just classic carne asada. Absolutely delicious and deserves to be on our top 5 tacos near Del Mar list. List in no particular order, I should mention, on this crawl. Breeders' Cup memory-wise, for the first memory we talked about here, Golden Pal, he was a 2-time Breeders' Cup winner. This horse would go on to become a 2-time Breeders' Cup winner. His name's Roy H. This is from the Breeders' Cup Sprint, one of the classic Breeders' Cup races, and there were some questions about Roy H. heading into his Del Mar Breeders' Cup in 2017, because while he showed his form in places, he was actually, I think it was 0 for 5 at Del Mar heading into that race. Could he reproduce his best form on the Del Mar Oval? The answer, once again, a resounding yes. Roy H. just putting on another terrific race, another great display of speed on the dirt in the sprint right here at Del Mar.
Roy H. to the front from Imperial Hint. Mind Your Biscuits third. Roy H. and Kent DeSormo do it in the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
He would go on to confirm his quality by winning the Breeders' Cup Sprint again the next year at Churchill Downs. Heck of a horse, heck of a taco. Next stop, City Taco. They've got some fun specialties here. Looking forward to getting on the plate. Meanwhile, enjoying a nice Society IPA while we wait. Figure we'll go in the different order this time. We'll talk about the memory first, and the memory is Mendelssohn. This was not a horse I was smart enough to back, but this race still strikes me, of all the Breeders' Cup races I've seen, certainly the juvenile races, as one with the best form. This race that you're watching here produced 5 next out winners, and then a couple of the horses in this race just went on to do such big things. Catholic Boy, dual surface grade 1 winner in the following season, and Massar in behind here went on to win the Derby, the original Derby at Epsom, you know that one. So pretty great field. I felt that Mendelssohn's achievement in this Breeders' Cup Juvenile should be celebrated with one of our best Del Mar memories so far.
And Beckford is closing through an opening down toward the inside, but Mendelssohn's going to do it. Mendelssohn has won it by a length.
This is the storied Shank You taco, sort of a combination, flip side of the carne asada we had before. Here we're dealing with beautifully slow-cooked beef shank, and it's got a reputation that precedes it, that it lives up to. That's down my street. Next stop on the taco tour, the legendary Brigantine
Definitely one of the best tacos around Del Mar are these classic fish tacos, but it's also the best taco with a view. We're overlooking Del Mar. I can remember many times going to the races here, leaving before the last, coming to the bar at the Brigantine, having a cold beer, ordering some tacos, and enjoying the nightcap, hopefully hitting the pick whatever we were alive to. Very excited to get into these. It's San Diego, so you need classic fish tacos. These are they. They are deep fried and breaded and full of deliciousness that we're gonna enjoy. As far as our next Del Mar performance, top Del Mar performance in Breeders' Cup history so far, we're gonna go back just a couple of years ago, 3 years to be exact, to Love's Only You. One of the fun things about the Breeders' Cup is what a great international event it is. It was terrific to see Japan get on the scoreboard with this filly. Love's Only You had shown the potential to be an international superstar, basically already established herself as one with races that she had run against the likes of Mishrif in the Middle East, but coming here and being able to beat a top-class field of American runners and make history in the process, definitely one of my favorite Del Mar performances that I've seen in the Breeders' Cup so far. We'll see what the Japanese have in store for us this year in 2024.
Love's Only You is coming! Here comes Love's Only You to win it for Japan! Love's Only You came flyingly, beat my sister Dan.
Topping our list here at the end of the taco tour, we come to my favorite restaurant in the Del Mar area, the Pacific Coast Grill, and it's always best to come here at sunset and enjoy this incredible view at this great restaurant. And taco-wise, the most popular item on the menu are the lobster tacos. We do them with a mix of flour and corn tortillas. Absolutely delicious and a worthy way to round out the tour. And in terms of rounding out our best Del Mar Breeders' Cup performances so far, for me there was only one choice. That was Gun Runner back in 2017 for the Breeders' Cup Classic. This horse was very good as a 3-year-old, but really showed that development as a 4-year-old, putting together a string, the end of his racing career, of 5 big wins in a row. None, for me, more impressive than his run right around here in Del Mar in the Classic. Just a tremendous performance as you watch him powering away through the stretch with some good horses, including Arrogant, his rival, in behind him. He ended his career the next race in the Pegasus with another win, besting that rival once again.
Final 16, Gun Runner reaching for the wire, Collected's alongside, and then comes West Coast and War Story, but Gun Runner's on top of the world! He wins the Breeders' Cup Classic over Collected, then came West Coast.
Gun Runner, one of the best things I've seen in all Breeders' Cups, let alone Breeders' Cups at Del Mar, will make him #1. And we encourage you to come out here to Del Mar and enjoy some of your own tacos. And if you want to leave a memorable performance in the comments, do that. Let us know what you think have been the best performances at Del Mar Breeders' Cup so far.